Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAQUADASH, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the occupants out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video. We all know about the Anton and Corey situation, and all that other crazy stuff. So I was, I just, when things happen between Jake, it's like it's the biggest thing in the world. So when I was looking at it, this is one of the videos I was looking at. I was looking at another one where it was like all these different seven. Let me go to it actually. So this is the video. This is the video that I saw before I clicked on the other one that I was just showing. All these are Jake, even the one reacting to it, which that's his Salaki, this is his channel name, all right? All of these, you see where I'm getting at with this, and if you saw the title of this video, you'll probably know where I'm getting at with this by now, right? All of these, right? They're all Jake. All of this is all Jake. What people don't understand, and this is it. The why Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI for giving me the knowledge, all right, to understand this. This is the curse. These are curses. See, us, we're not on anybody's side. I don't give a goddamn about Corey. I don't give a goddamn about Anton. Because it's all 2/3 behavior. And if you're a 2/3, you're going to be destroyed. There is no gray area in wickedness. If you're wicked, then you're just wicked. There is no gray area in wickedness. All right? Anton goes, into as far as I guess what they were arguing about is, well, just to sum it all up, pretty much what Anton talks about is he has some good points. Black community and there's difference between a black community and black people because black community is garbage. Fine. But what we do is we say, yeah, come out of that black community and come to your heritage. We don't just completely, you know what I mean? We just don't just completely just downplay everybody. We say come back to your heritage because the black community is garbage. But the black community is hot trash, as Anton Daniels called the Israelites. Hot trash. Fine. But the reason what y'all don't understand, you or Corey or anybody, none of these people up here don't understand, is that this is a curse. It's really simple. It's a really simple answer. These are the curses that we are under. A lot of people don't believe in the Bible. Fine, that's on you. That's between you and the Lord. You don't even believe in the Lord, but still, that's between you and whoever else you worship. Don't care, right? The point is, we're under a curse. So what you're going to be stuck doing is getting on these panels and, I feel like Anton was right. Well, I feel like Corey was right. None of them niggas was right. You know who is right? The Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. The word of the Lord. That's who's right. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the other video because I'm going to show you something. So here we go. I'm on the other video that I clicked on. It's an ad, so ignore that. You see here the one on all the way on the left, right? This one talks about the situation. Tariq Nasheed. Here we go. He claims he destroyed Anton Daniels for whatever. I don't know. He's a beta. Okay. Here goes another one. All right. Do you see the back and forth here? So you got all of these black creators, black men doing videos about this stuff. And, it's just like here we are, just like, well, it's the curses. What do you mean? What do you expect, man? All right. This is pathetic. Corey crashes out over nothing. Okay. Wait until Anton Daniels see. You see what I'm saying? You see the back and forth here? All right. Let's see if any more pops up. Yeah. What was going through his mind? So let's get some scriptures, man. All right, let's get a scripture. Like I said, this is not going to be a long video, really, at all. But just to show you that these are the curses that we've been talking tell you about through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You got, like I said, you got a lot of people out there that's still searching for the answers. Talk about, well, the black community needs this, black community needs that. Number one, the black community is Esau's community. It's the so-called white man's community. You got to think about it like this: you're calling yourself black. Why are you calling yourself black? You ain't no you. If you void of lightning, yeah, you might as well call yourself black. Fine. But nationality-wise, black and white is not a nationality. Okay, you have Israel, and you have Esau, but that black and white thing, it's not a nationality, and they give themselves white on purpose. Number one, they're not white, all right, and we're not black. You got a lot of so-called black people that'll get offended by us saying that. They're like, man, I don't know what you talking about, man. I'm black. I'm African American. All right, stay that way then, man. It's not up to me. But us calling ourselves black is something that they gave us. Us speaking this dumbass language that we speaking, well, it's something that they gave us. We had a heritage. They took it all away. That is the point. Do you see how easy I just summed all this crap up at once? So when you talk about a black community, there's a reason why it's not a black community, because we're calling ourselves black. Number one, the things that are studied in the black community are not they don't belong to us. They're heathen traditions. So they're not, we don't what's the word I'm looking for? We don't vibe with that stuff. But people, the so-called black people, don't understand it. Like Christmas, Thanksgiving, all this stuff. This is stuff given to us by heathens. Those are heathen traditions. This is not our heritage. Nothing that we're doing here is our heritage. And you still don't understand it, man. And you'll sit up there and call us a hate group for speaking against Esau Edom. But y'all up here beefing against one another. This is the reason why we always beefing against one another, because the Lord took the Lord put the spirit on Esau to come take our heritage away, because we're being punished. And we're going to get that in a second too. Read the book of Deuteronomy 28 that a lot of people keep continuously try to discredit. All right? Deuteronomy 28 and 54. All right? It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. And this is also talking about biological brothers too. I'm just want to point that out there. All right? And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. You see that? So your eyes going to be evil toward one another. This is why us as Israelites, specifically Great Millstone, when we walk this realm, we walk around, obviously we don't go around seeking trouble. When we get into it with Jake, well, we get into it really with anybody. When we get into it with Jake, we understand, well, it's demonic Jake. It's the curses. It is what it is. We get into it with an Edomite. Well, we also understand that too. We not those people that try to be friends with everybody. All right. So when we see you Arabs, when we see you Edomites, and whoever else you Moabites, you Asians, we already know what the deal is, and we already know how to carry ourselves around you. If you throw a little insult at us, well, we expect it. Right? We expect it. Because we understand that the Lord, y'all gonna be thrown into captivity eventually. What's happening is people are getting upset. Their system is crashing. And people, like I said, people are getting more and more on edge. Right? The way people drive, the way people look at you sometimes, if you really feel like paying attention to that, your eyes gonna be evil toward one another. It's the curses. We're under punishment. Right? In Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. Yeah, I just heard it. I just heard a husband and wife arguing yesterday. I'm like, damn, man, you try to relax, and you're having people just argue. You're trying to have a day off and people just arguing and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta hear that. right? It says, and toward her son and toward her daughter. Yeah. You know, you women out here try to be friends with your daughters. You forget about the sons, but you try to be friends with your daughters. Do you know that's hatred too? This is why we say the fathers and the mothers are out of the household. Both are gone, right? Because you got some households that have both. But really, see, those titles have a meaning. The father has a meaning and a mother has a meaning. But if you just have um, a parent, let's say parent in general has a meaning. And a parent could be a older sibling, you know, or anybody that really looks over you. But it has a meaning. They have titles. But if you just have a man, if you just have a male and a female in a house that just so happen to have a child, that don't make them parents, right? That doesn't make them parents. A parent is an overseer, pretty much. Somebody that looks over you. These quote unquote parents are not looking over their children. This is why they're all over social media, right? This is why they doing what they want to do. This is why children, this generation is done, man. Right? And when you look at uh Anton and Corey, Corey in his late 50s, you know, I think late 50s. I know he's in the 50s. I don't know if late or mid 50s, whatever. Anton is in his 40s. Did you look at that two grown ass men get ready to come to blows? And it's just like, well, this is where the children comes in. All right. I mean, this is where the children gets it from. And more importantly, this is all a curse. It's all a curse, man. You know? Let's get Deuteronomy 28. You know, why are we going through this curse though? Again, this is the benefit of having the knowledge, the wisdom and knowledge, you know, from the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because you're not going around asking these questions. You're right. You don't see us going around making these videos. Yeah, man. This person destroyed Anton. Yeah, man, this person destroyed Corey. Man, I agree with this and I agree with that. And you guys seven black eight. It was really nine of them, I think, in total on that podcast. But what I showed was kind of like later in that little podcast thing. But it's all Jake. Where are the Edomites even focusing on this stuff, man? You know what Esau focusing on? Man, they getting themselves they prepping themselves for what the hell is getting ready to come on this earth, man. They prepping themselves for hell, man. But look at what so-called black people focused on, man. Here we go. This is another one. He don't want the smoke. You know, this was a big mistake. You know, it's all Jake. All right? It's all Jake. Where you see the Edomites focusing on this, man. And when you look at this, you got a group of Jake that agrees with Anton. You got a group of Jake that agrees with Corey. Again, we are on the side of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. We're not on nobody's side down here on this earth, man. We are on the side of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And if you're against the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, then we're against you. That's just what it is. Does it sound messed up? So we don't care. Right? We don't care. And both of them obviously are against the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So they're both 2/3. So which means they both more than likely going to be destroyed if they don't get right. It's as simple as that. This is a curse. Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right. But you got a lot of people out there that try to discredit or try to say that, oh, Deuteronomy 28 is not talking about this. Oh, Deuteronomy 28 is not talking about that. Well, what is it talking about then, man? I mean, a lot of you people that say this, you claim to have read the Bible front to back, but maybe you need to go back to Deuteronomy and actually read it and get the full understanding and the breakdown. See, when you talk about prophets and prophecy and stuff like that, yeah, it's to say something before it happens, but it's also to interpret. So when you don't have interpreters to teach you, I'm not talking about these scholars that claim to be scholars. I'm talking about these actual interpreters that actually teach you and then go into history and look things up and as some people call it, do gymnastics, Bible gymnastics. That's important to do. We will tell you to do that. Yeah, get this piece of information from here, get it from there, bring it all together, and bring it back to the scriptures. It all makes sense. Sometimes you got to do a little extra research, man. I mean, the Lord has really destroyed us, man. You know, through the spirit of Esau Edom. I mean, yeah, through Esau Edom, the Lord has really put hell on us because again, we didn't hearken to His commandments. So what did He do? He took our heritage away. He took out pretty much all our learning. But as we're starting to get it back, Esau doesn't like it. So this is why he's slashing our videos down. This is why he's making AI videos, by the way. I've been seeing that about the Black Panthers. Yeah, they're making AI videos about that. AI images. They can really start doing it with Israelites. Kind of already have. This is why they have stuff like this. You know, this is what black people are focused on. A beef between two niggas, man. And again, we focus on, you know, if you did, when you look at all the brothers that done videos on this, what do we always go into? We always went into prophecy, we always went into the scriptures, and we always went into the reason why Jake is going through what they're going through, why we're going through what we're going through as a nation. It's bigger to just be, you know, just two Jakes and then you side with one another and it's just like y'all want to come to blows. In fact, on that podcast, you know, they was talking about black love and you know the podcast that I showed with all the Jakes on there. Yeah, black love this and black love that, but you had two more niggas ready to fight Anton. And Anton talking about, yeah, man, none of y'all would throw hands. So it's just like, y'all over here talk about black love and spreading love and stuff like that, but y'all be the main ones that be ready to fight niggas, man. Y'all be the main ones that come up to us and threaten us with guns and shoot us and try to shoot us and will shoot at us. Try to threaten us, you know, run us off the street and stuff like that. Yeah, y'all be the main ones do that shit. This is why we say, man, to hell with black people, man. Anton, Corey, whoever, all of y'all are hypocritical niggas, man. Every last one of you 2/3 are hypocritical jakes, man. And we don't give a goddamn about none of you. And y'all all gonna be destroyed and brought back right through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. That's all we got to say about that. So on that, Shalom.